This is probably one of the hardest things I have ever had to say. And it's not one of those things that I've said like once. You gotta say it like to loads of people. And that is that I'm gay. And it feels so good to say, like, the amount of years I've kept it in. It was a secret, and it didn't even need to be a secret because I was so worried about what people would think. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of who I am. Like, I'm confident in who I am, and I feel that that is happiness to me. Happiness is being confident with who you are and being your true self. I've known for years, I mean, you're born with your sexuality. I mean, some people are born heterosexual, some people are born bisexual, some people are gay, lesbian, like homosexual. And it's just, I don't know, it's like, you have to come out as gay because otherwise you're assumed as being straight, because being straight is the norm. Screw the norm, like, you know, if I want to be gay, I'm gonna be gay. If I want to like girls, I will like girls. That's that's being gay to me. I remember, like, when I was confused about it, like the conflicting emotions, I was like, yeah, this is me, I'm happy to be me, and it didn't gross me out at all, like, the fact that I liked girls and everyone around me liked boys. Like, yeah, it was weird that I was different, but I'm a good different. Like, I don't mind being different. I want to be unique. I don't want to be like everybody else. And I think that people should embrace that. I mean, come on, you're born with your sexuality. I mean, being confused about something you're born with, really? Like, that's not right. And I didn't want to be confused about it. It's hard to describe though, like, how you know. Like, I'd see a girl and think she was pretty, and then I would continue to stare at this girl and, like, proper look her up and down and be like, But I'd never felt that for a boy. I mean, all my friends are like, oh, look at that boy, oh my god, he's so fit. And I'm there like, yeah, but look at his girlfriend, like, you know? That's just what I'm like. And when I accepted it, I thought it was time to tell people. Like, you know, this giant secret that I've been holding in for years. I didn't want to hold it in any longer. So, first thing I did was texted my closest friends. I felt a bit of a wimp doing it via text, but it kind of helped. I mean, everyone's got like their own different ways of doing it, so it's up to you what you want to do. Like, everyone's different, and some people are more confident in person, and some people have more confidence like behind the screen of a phone or a laptop. So I told my friends, like my closest ones, over the phone, and then my college friends, there's like 8 or 9 of them. I made a group chat on Facebook. Yeah, it's the easiest thing to do. They could all be in one place, they could read it together, and they were so accepting. Like, everyone was so accepting that I've come out to. And it just made it worthwhile. Like, it made me think, why did I worry for years about what people were going to think, about if my friends or family would disown me? Because at the end of the day, they all said like the same thing. They loved me for me, and they don't care who I love. The main thing is that they loved me for being me. So I told friends and then family. I was so nervous about telling my big sister and my dad. So I did them same day. Not together though. I don't know why, I just wanted to do it individually. So my sister came around for a haircut, and yeah, I had a haircut. I had my youngest nephew on my lap, and she came back in after her haircut to get my nephew, and obviously go home, and I was like, sis, can I talk to you? Like, it's really private. Like, I remember I shut the living room door because my dad was having his haircut, and I felt a bit silly doing that because I was like, what's the point? Like, I'm only going to tell my dad anyway. But I told her, I was like, I'm gay. I was like, I've known for months or years, and she was like, I don't care. She was like, at the end of the day, you're still my little sister, and I don't care. Like, I'm still gonna love you for you. And that made me so happy that that night I was literally, because it's like, once you start, you literally can't stop because it just feels so good, and you get like this rush through you of happiness and joy, because it is an amazing feeling. Like, being yourself, I wish it upon everyone. It was exhilarating. I just, when I like accepted it in myself, because it took quite a lot of time to actually accept it, because I don't have many gay friends, probably like one or two. So I felt like I was gonna be like the odd one out in my friendship group. So I did feel a bit like, I wouldn't say lost, but maybe lonely, that I was like the only one and no one could give me advice because they hadn't experienced like what I was going through. So I had to get it out because it was killing me inside. I had to tell someone that wasn't me, myself, or I. Like, I'd stand in the mirror and be like, you're gay. And I'd be like, why am I telling myself? I already know. I want to go and tell more people. But I remember, like, I think it was a year or two ago, I was on YouTube and on the most popular page, and it had, I think it was Troye Sivan's coming out story, and I clicked on it and I was like, wow, he was so happy. And I scrolled through the comments, and there were so many positive ones that were like, congratulations, well done, we're proud of you. Like, that's what I wanted. I wanted that acceptance. I mean, yeah, I'm not famous. I'm not like some big YouTuber. I'm just some girl that sat in her bedroom kind of talking to a camera. But I wanted that acceptance from my family and friends. And when I got that acceptance, I was over the moon. Like, I was so happy. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I remember my whole family, like my auntie, my uncle, my cousins. I left the room and I came back in and they were like, it's okay, we know. I was like, how did you know? And my sister had told them because she obviously wanted to tell them. I guess she didn't even tell me she was going to tell them. I was like, cheers sis, you saved me the job, because my family, there's like quite a few of them. So I guess it saved me doing it. And then one of my cousins was like, I knew all along. And some of my friends said it as well. And I was like, how can you say that? I mean, how can you claim to know me when I didn't even know, like, myself, when I wasn't even accepting of myself? Like, to me, it just sounded like some big competitions. You have to say, oh, yeah, I know you better than them. And I was like, really? Like, what the hell? But you don't judge a book by its cover. Like, you can't decide if someone's gay or straight. I don't walk around going, oh yeah, she's so straight, I mean, look at her. But like, I think there is the stereotype of like tomboys being lesbians, and I grew up a tomboy and I still am. Like, I don't go around wearing skirts and dresses. I don't wear makeup. I don't see the point. I don't want to wear makeup. Like, I'm not changing my face. But I just remember seeing a girl with short hair in the street, and it's quite butch, I would say. And I remember my dad being like, oh, she's totally lesbian. I was like, you don't know that though. Like, I'm the lesbian here, I've got a gaydar, and I can't tell. Like, clearly my gaydar doesn't work. It is unbelievable that it took me like 3 years to actually come out. I didn't want the embarrassment of saying it and then being like, yeah, I'm a lesbian, and then like 2 months later, no, I'm not actually, no, changed my mind. Like, I didn't want the embarrassment. Becoming more common nowadays to be lesbian. Like, it's going against the norm now. I mean, social media is really helping because there's so many songs about like gay marriage. Same Love by Macklemore, Girls Like Girls by Hayley Kiyoko, and that song spreads like the message, girls like boys do. Nothing new, and it is nothing new. Like years ago, there were still lesbians roaming the earth. Except they were in the closet. Because there were so many homophobic people, and now I don't think it's a phobia. It's not. You can't be scared of a gay person. Like, you can't be there like, oh my god, they like the same sex. I'm so scared. Like, what is that? It's not a fear. It's not a fear. And if it is, it's pathetic. Just have it like it is. I mean, YouTube really helps because there's like so many gay YouTubers now. Troye Sivan, Connor Franta, Ingrid Nilsson, and of course the lesbian couples, Rose and Rosie, Shannon and Cami, Ali and Stevie, Kaylin and Lucy. Like, I remember watching all their coming out stories, and they were so inspiring that it just made me want that. I wanted the confidence to sit in front of a camera and say that I'm gay and that it's okay, gay is okay, and I'm happy this way. And I didn't mean for all that to rhyme. But in a world full of people that are scared to be themselves, it's amazing that I'm not scared, and I don't have many fears in life. The only fear I think that I could have is not being myself, like holding up a mask and pretending to be someone else, because eventually your arms are going to ache and you're not going to be able to hold up that mask much longer. So you might as well just be yourself, it's easier. So that's my video, and if you've made it this far, then thank you. Thanks for watching. So have a good day.